everyone, good afternoon. I have some peas and carrots in a pan with my special friend, butter. I have some crab meat that I'm cutting up here, and I'm going to finish cutting up some more. I'm going to add some cottage cheese and a little bit of something to make it a little loose in here to make myself some type of gravy. I'm going to try not to cut up an onion because I'm not feeling too well. I'm going to combine everything in this pot, put some little love in there and everything, and make myself a meal. I'm very close to having almost nothing that I can possibly make that I want to make. So I'm trying to use what I have to create myself a meal. No, I'm not complaining. I am still provided for. So there goes that. So I'm working with some cottage cheese, and I'm not going to blend this with the blender with the video on. So I just want you to know. I'm going to drop that in there like that. And I believe I'm going to just cut up a little onion over there, drop it in the blender, and I'll be right back. So sorry if you hear me scream. My sciatic nerve is saying sit down, but I can't right now. I want something to eat. I can't tell you no lies. That smells delicious. I don't know what I'm. Oh no! Put that back. Garlic and herb, basically empty. I believe parsley deserves to be in this pot. Now this is lemon and pepper, and this is lime and citrus or whatever. Cilantro and lime. My daughter makes some very good meals, and she uses this most of the time. I have fallen in love with this, but I'm going to try this without this to see what I can get from this meal. I'm not cook enough. I'm not like one of those chefs, so I don't know what flavors go together, but it doesn't matter because those are not the flavors I'm looking for. I'm looking for my own flavors. Yes. So what I'm actually looking for right now with this, I want a cup of something chunky with a little bite. That's what the peas are for, and the carrots are for, and the imitation crab is to give me the sweet and the fun that I'm looking for, and the cottage cheese is giving me the protein while I get to take care of my body, calling myself what? Giving myself self-love. I'm not feeling too well. I've been crying all this afternoon just because I'm dealing with some stuff, but it's nothing too bad. My sciatic nerve, and that stuff, I have to live with that, so I'm not worried about that. I'm gonna take some time, clean up, and I'll be right back. Thank you so much. Oh boys, can y'all even see this pot? Oh, this looks like I paid money for it. Ooh, I can't wait to taste that. It's been simmering for a few minutes. Lord have mercy. Wait till I want some of that right there. Ooh, that says love right there. Ooh, it is waiting for me. Ooh, Lord have mercy. How easy it is. How easy it is. I see nothing but butter right here, boys and girls. I see nothing but butter. Now let me turn it. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Let me turn it down just a little bit. Just a little bit, because I need my creamy in there. This is my first time using cream cheese or cottage cheese in my food. Mm, mm, ooh, It's not there yet. It's not there yet, but it's on its way. It's on its way. Mm-mm. Ooh, One of the things that I'm not having the best time with, I have to find something to put in there to speed up the blessings. So, one of the things that's bothering me is that I normally cook my food at home. I just added paprika and ground turmeric, but I normally cook my food at home because I suffer so many painful things. But a few weeks ago, I wanted to go spend the day with my daughter, and I did, and I had a lot of fun. But she always feels like I am the worst parent in the world because I don't want to go out to eat. And I feel because she knows what I go through, she should at least understand. But that day, I went to a place with her, and the burger was was beautiful. I mean, I sat in my car and I ate the burger. But at the time when was eating the burger, I didn't want to eat the burger. But I ate it because I wanted to show her that I was going to have mommy daughter day with her. But when I was in the car eating, she was like, "Ooh, mommy, you have to be careful to eat that sandwich like that." But the way I ate it, you would think I haven't eaten for years. And then I put half of it aside because my stomach's small. And then within minutes, I felt like I had to have more. I felt like I was a drug addict. And then the way I felt going home after I dropped her home, I felt horrible because I can't prove it. But I do know for myself only that every time I ever try to eat out, the bread has something in it that makes me feel like I need more, 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 and more. That to me makes me feel like a drug addict. Now, I don't have any qualms about anyone else eating. I'm only speaking for myself. I keep saying, baby, you have to stop eating out and you have to let go of that bread. But my daughter is the type of person that will go and stand at the stove, put the salmon and everything on the stove. She love up her stove. But now you can barely get her to stand at the stove. Why? She's going around for that burger. She's going around for that burger. Oh, it's better for me to just eat. And guess what? What comes with that? Yeah, you understand the dynamics. So I feel so bad because I haven't seen my daughter in like 2 weeks. But I am not going to stick my feet under someone's table if I don't want to be there. I have to take care of me. But ever since that day, I've been suffering with stuff. But that burger was delicious. It was delicious. But one of the things I had to do for myself, I used to go to Wendy's with my daughter all the time. We used to get this, and this, and I had to say, mm-mm. So when I went the next time, I ordered my burger without bread. After that, I didn't want it no more. So I haven't been to Wendy's for years. McDonald's, I couldn't stay out drive through. Just so I started ordering my meat without bread. And when I say meat without bread, I had the lettuce, the pickle, everything with no bread. Next, I'm off McDonald's. Burger King, I used to go there for the convenience of them being right on the street I was going down, I ordered a chicken sandwich one day. I said I would like everything besides the bread. And I was happy not to order the bread because I saved a few pennies. But then guess what? Next thing you know, I wasn't eating Burger King anymore. The craving was gone. So now I go to this place with her, and this bread made me feel like, I was like, I was eating like I hadn't eaten for years. But I kid you not, I want some bread. I want a sandwich. But anytime I eat somewhere and I can't eat there to reward myself, I have to eat there because I want it that bad. I don't want it. I don't want it. Mm-mm. I've been sitting here today trying to figure out if I even want to reach out because why? I had company maybe a month ago, and all he's been asking for years is to take me out to dinner. And I'm like, I don't want to go out to dinner. I don't know what is so hard about a person not understanding that there are some people that want to eat at home. So if you want to spend money on me, buy the meal. But please, for the love of God, let me have something on my stove. I feel like I can't fit in and I'm tired. I'm tired. I have no reason to feel the way I feel, but I feel horrible and I can't stop crying. And when I get this way, I can't stop. And this right here, I don't even know how much this meal cost me, but I know what's in it. I know my stove is clean. I know my hands are clean, and I know everything about this pot. I used to work in a location. I kid you not. One day the woman sent back her plate. The man that was on the grill took a steak and dropped it on the floor and like that. And I felt horrible when I saw that. And I had to go to the woman at the table. I said, please don't get me fired. I need this job. She said, I won't, I promise. I said, please don't eat that food. And I walked away. When I walked away, she got up and walked out the door. And I kid you not, at that place, you didn't see too many people that looked like me. But if I had done that in a different location, somebody would have jumped up and behaved a certain way and got me to lose my job. But I needed that job. And I am so upset with myself because I love myself. I love myself. I love what I bring to the table. But I wonder sometimes, will I ever fit in? Because for some reason, if you don't go out and eat and you don't let someone give you the, and I know it's too much for some people to understand, but this is life. This is my life. And I'm sick of crying. I've been crying all day because I really want to go outside, but I don't want to go outside in somebody's restaurant. I don't need to go sit under a table for you to show me that you care about me, just to buy me a meal that's not good for my body. And I've been having feet pain, everything. My head hasn't been right. And all I asked for was just a little bit of time. Time is free. Time is free. And I feel horrible because I feel like I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to get an appointment today with my therapist. And I've been on hold for 6 minutes. 6 minutes. But I just feel horrible. I feel horrible because I'm never going to be able to be like everyone else. I don't want nobody to take me to dinner. I don't want nobody to buy me no hair. And I had the sweetest man in the world. Sweetest man in the world. He wants to get me my nails done and my hair done. I'm like, are you really serious? Are you looking at me? Does it look like I need any of those things? I feel so horrible right now, and I'm trying to do the best I can for myself. But how do you stand somewhere and you feel like you would You could make friendship with a soup with a chandelier just because you don't fit in. And I know enough to know where my value is. I know that no one needs to tell me. It's just I don't know. I'm just tired. Every time I every time I get to a point where I'm, I'm doing better, and then I allow people in my space, the small things make me feel like I don't participate in the human race. But how do you say to a woman you want to take her to get her hair done when she's bald and she loves herself bald? When I shave my head, I feel good to do something for myself like that. I'm like, oh no, I am not your person. We can help. Visit Mattress Firm now and upgrade to a Tempur-Pedic. I'm not your person if you think you need to throw half anything on my head. Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. I'm so sick and tired. And I'm not even gonna say sorry because this is my channel for me. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And I'm so happy. Look at my good food, boys and girls. Look at that. What? I look like I went somewhere and paid for that. Let me taste now. What I absolutely love is that I put no salt in this pot. So whatever salt is not in there, I could drop a little bit of in there, but I don't want it. Whatever it is I'm tasting is every little ingredient and the flavor of everything in there. And that's what I want. I went outside walking this morning. It was maybe around 6 a.m. I felt so good. And I kid you not, it was three women out there walking. And I had 3 tote bags in my hand that I left this house with this morning. When I came back in, I had no tote bags. I kid you not, you have to stop and look and listen sometimes about what goes on in this life. You should see the faces and hear the voices of thank you, where appreciation and gratitude. I'm in here now trying to figure out how I'm going to sit here and organize and everything what I'm trying to do to get half of this place downsized. But I kid you not, I had to wake up and really do some evaluations with myself. And I know who I am. I know where I want to be. But I have a lot of fears. Why? Because I don't have a designated space where I fit in this environment. I kid you not. I feel like I feel like I was clean and sober and lost my sobriety. That's how I feel. I kid you not. Last night my phone rang right when I turned my phone on, and a new neighbor called, and I'm listening and listening and listening, and then all I could do was put my hand in the air, and thank God that I even turned on my phone, and all I did was just keep saying in my mind, listen, listen, listen. That's it. By the time he finished, I made him aware that I listened very clearly and I understood. But I didn't try to change how he felt. I didn't try to tell him how I felt. I didn't try to compare my life to his. Nah, none of that. I just listened. And I am so thankful I go to therapy, because therapy is where I need to be. But at the same token, I want to be a part of the human race. But I'm going to tell you what happened to me last night. My bell rang, and someone delivered something that I was waiting for. And then a few minutes later, my phone rang again. And it was kind of weird because I wasn't expecting a call. My phone doesn't ring that often. Sometimes it's spammers, but not that often. And then the man said, you mind if I beg you a glass of water? I said, yeah, soon come. So I went downstairs, and I was so thankful because something told me to put a bottle of water in the refrigerator. But I took it down. But something made me purchase a cooler bag for the car. And I didn't need that one, but something still made me purchase it. And I said, I'm not going to go against the grain because I know me. So I did it. And I had it sitting right here next to my bottles of water. And when the man asked for the water, I went downstairs and something said to me, if I was a different person, I would, you must be at it and go through all of that. I said, I went down again, and he was so thankful. And then this morning, after I come out the shower, and I'm in the shower and I'm worshiping, why? Because there was a time I didn't have access to a shower. So I have to stand in gratitude for everything. When I'm at this stove, I am blessing this dirty pot. Why? Because something's in that pot. When I have to wash this cup right here, I'm grateful and I'm thanking God I got to wash that bowl. Why? Because something was in it. So these are the things that's helping me with my depression and my anxiety and my whatever. So he messaged me this morning and it came up on my phone, spam. I didn't see anything at the time about water. All I read was, thank you for your kindness. So then I said, I don't know who this is, whatever, but I still was very decent. And then he said, are you the one who gave me the water last night? But he also remembered my name. So now I told him something that I need. And he told me something he need, which is business cards. So I said, I can make your business card. And guess what? You don't know when you have the chance to be helpful to someone and they turn around to be helpful for you. So I have to try to do what I have to do to take care of me, but I'm feeling a little bad, so of course I can't eat right now. I don't even want to eat. I don't want to eat. I'm going to eat sooner or later, but not right now. I'm just going to tidy up, but I kid you not, stress and anxiety lives in my gut, so my stomach hurts really bad. And all I could think about this morning was the amount of years I was back and forth into the mental ward because I wasn't able to control any bit of my life. Now I have a little bit of control because I just make sure I make routines and stuff. So I can't eat right now, but guess what? It's there. It's there when I need it. But I never wanted to start crying again. That's all I didn't want. Because it gets to the point where I just can't stop for weeks and weeks and months and months. I'm trying to go somewhere in a couple of days and I'm going to be there emotional because why? I feel a certain type of way. But you have to be a terrible person to know that someone does not want to go outside and eat and make them feel like they're not a part of the human race because they want to eat at home. There are social people, and then there are people that like to stay home. But all my safety is in here. This morning when I went outside, I was walking, I kept hearing things, and I know it's wildlife, birds, and I'm getting my nervous system adjusted to that, and I'm learning to leave the house alone. But let me process my life the way I need to process my life. But to make me feel like I'm freaking less than because I don't want to go somewhere I don't want to go. Makes me feel as if you would drag me in a car in a parking lot that has a chain on the handle. I may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I damn sure am my own cup of tea. And I'm angry. I'm angry because I've been recording and deleting my videos, and I shouldn't do that. My therapist keeps telling me, keep recording, but how do you record when you want to be who you are? And the only thing I wish I could do was have a job. But the best thing I know I have is my 24 hours belong to me. But you don't know a person's struggle. This morning, this young woman made a post because her daughter has alopecia. And I'm sitting here like, wow, I hope she's beautiful like me because I love being bald. When my hair fell all out, was wrapped around my shoulders, all covered in my feet, I didn't stress out. I went right to the store, bought my clippers, came home and shaved the rest. And I've been shaving my head since. But you know what? Not everybody can do things like that. But the one thing that feels so good when you suffer from depression, bipolar, anxiety, is when you know you love yourself, that you can wake up out of your bed, put water on your skin, and walk out of your home the way the Creator brought you into this world. Nobody will take that from me. Nobody. I I could die today. I don't want any makeup, eyeliner, nothing on me. No polish on my nails. Now, if I polish my nails tomorrow, put on tips, that's my prerogative. But when I go in my box forever, I don't want none of that on my face. I didn't come into this world with that. I don't want to leave with that. Kid you not. And I made it clear to my daughter, I dropped dead today, baby. You better not be out there buying no daggone box with me costing $1,000 and $10,000. You better go buy them with no government boxes that you just put a nail or a staple on, honey. That's it. Love me while I'm alive and let me know. And that's it. Nope. I can't even eat, and I need to eat. It's 2:02, and I never had anxiety so bad to where I couldn't eat my food. But I'll be okay. I ended up giving one of these to someone a couple days ago, and I was kind of upset. I'm not gonna lie, because these things cost like $25, and I had so many of them. But to hear someone saying what they can't do and how they can't be in their house because of the mice and rats, whatever the case may be, and to be outside in that heat and you're disabled and stuff. And I kid you not, I didn't have one to spare because I have one in my kitchen, one by my bed, I got one in the bathroom, and these are called I forgot. Anyway, they're at Home Depot. They're like $25 and they work. But anyway, I was speaking yesterday and I said, well, how are the oh, it's so much better. And I'm able to, and I was so happy. But guess what happened? I was in my craft room a couple days ago, and I was unloading some boxes, and I found one that was plugged into one of them cords that I wasn't using. And I said, you know what? I did say I didn't have one to spare, but now I do. So I said, I don't mind letting you have this right now, but please, if you could buy yourself one and give me this back. But I'm not even going to say that anymore because why? It is what it is. I was so stressed out thinking I heard something in my apartment because of what I found on my bed. But I believe to the best of my ability it is from my other apartment from me unloading some stuff, and I happened to track something on my bed, which was a dropping, because I did find something this morning when I was cleaning my oven. There's a drawer under the oven and it's completely empty. There's nothing in there. And I look at my counters every day, make sure I wash up everything. I put baking soda in my garbage. I wash out my recycle. I do everything. Baking soda is everywhere, all over this place, all over my rug. You come in here, you think I spill flour, but that's baking soda, boys and girls. I realized that I made a mistake, but I'm so thankful because there are times we make mistakes, and we're okay to make mistakes. But no one wants to live with that kind of foolishness. So there goes that. Thank you so much for my new subscriber. Hopefully I didn't chase you away. I'm trying to stay away from YouTube for the rest of the month so I can take care of what I gotta take care of internally. And thank you so much. If this video goes live, it's only one reason why, and that's because kindness is in this channel. So, but I want to say something. This morning I was sitting at the computer and I wanted to do something that I needed to print. So I'm printing some affirmation cards I made, but I've heard about a book, and not a herb book, nothing like that, a finance book. So I asked ChatGPT to help me make something geared on a book like that, speaking from the person who I am. And that's what I'm doing. So if some of it I had to do on my own, which I'm doing everything to the best of my ability to on my own, because I want to completely keep some of my faculties. It's amazing when you give up technology and start using your head and your fingers, and that's what I'm doing. So I will be sending out some kindness mail. If I have your address, you may be one of them, but I'm going to send out three. I don't have I have to be mindful with stamps and stuff right now, but I may be sending out three kindness envelopes today. Have a wonderful day, and thank you so much.